In 1903, Boris Schatz, a famous Bulgarian sculptor, approached another man of vision, Theodor Herzl, founder of modern Zionism. Schatz had a plan for a Jewish college of arts and crafts in Jerusalem. He wanted to recreate Jewish artistic expression. 80 years ago, the Bezalel Academy of Arts was founded here in this old Turkish building, which was then at the outskirts of Jerusalem.
The story begins in this same spot more than 75 years ago. It was an adventure to get here, but almost everyone found it worth the effort, for this was the original location of Bezalel, Palestine's first art academy. The name Bezalel was taken from the Bible, after the Jewish craftsman who designed and built the Ark of the Covenant. This film was shot in 1911 and is the only footage in existence of Bezalel at that time. In this shot, you can see Schatz among his students in one of the Bezalel studios. He's dressed, as usual, in long white robes, reminiscent of a local sheikh. It's easy to see how the school became known for its flamboyant and bohemian atmosphere. In this scene, you can catch a glimpse of Schatz's pet peacock scampering down the school's front stairs. Later, Schatz himself comes out to give an enthusiastic farewell to a group of English tourists who came to visit Bezalel.
Over the years, Bezalel started to flourish, attracting some of the names that were to become Israel's leading artists. Romantic buildings were no longer enough. The various departments were dispersed all over town. Now, 80 years after its birth, the Bezalel Academy of Arts and Design moved into this new center on the campus of Mount Scopus in Jerusalem. 3 departments have already moved into the new campus. Students of photography, industrial design, and the gold and silversmithing departments use the facilities of this modern campus. Soon, all 7 departments and 700 students of Bezalel will be here. Cooperation between the various disciplines will be tighter, and Israel's art market will enjoy qualified craftsmen and artists. Sarah Monti, originally from London, is teaching in the gold and silversmithing department.
Well, it's very, very different from London. It's really, for me, it's a totally different experience. Not just sort of the building and sort of, I mean, the building is quite big. I mean, I came from a very small college in London where there were very few students, and suddenly you're here and there's so much space, you don't really know what to do with it. I think the department here, there are a lot of good things going on in the department, in the jewelry department, which are things, other things like sculptural work and things like that, encouraging the students to be a bit more adventurous, which I think is really good.
Professor Hanan Laskin is head of the photography department.
Well, we have a very pluralistic approach, and we're certainly influenced by what is done overseas. I don't think that we can really introduce an Israeli style, because most of the teachers today especially are teachers who studied overseas. Most of us are graduates from overseas schools in America and Europe and Australia even. So the question of Israeli photography or Israeli art is a big question, and nobody can answer it today.
In the first years, Bezalel was striving to bring Jewish creativity to a national level, to be a part of the Zionist movement. Today, Bezalel sees itself as part of the world art scene. Ran Sapozhnik is Associate Director for Academic Affairs in Bezalel.
Being part of the Zionist movement, the first goal was to produce Jewish artists which will give the new nation its symbols. Now, celebrating our 38th anniversary of Israel and the 80th birthday of Bezalel, I think that we don't deal anymore with Jewish symbols or Israeli symbols here at the Academy, but we are trying to produce designers and artists for the community and for the society here in Israel, not as part of the new wave or new tradition of symbols.
Ran, how would you define the role of Bezalel in Israeli society?
I think if you look at the list, a great number of artists are graduates of Bezalel. Industry has a great deal in Bezalel, and almost all the industrial designers who are playing part today in Israel are graduates of Bezalel.